When it comes to great films, people often think of Hollywood blockbusters, Disney fairy tales, or Japanese anime. However, in early 2025, Ne Zha, an iconic character from Chinese mythology, became well-known among audiences worldwide through a movie. It tells the story of Ne Zha, a rebellious boy god from Chinese folklore. In the film, he isn't born a hero, but rather finds his own path through repeated struggles and challenges. Themes of courage, growth, and self-transformation are why viewers from different countries and cultural backgrounds have embraced Ne Zha. Equally impressive is the film's technical brilliance. With around 2,000 special effects shots and contributions from 138 animation studios, the film showcases the collaborative power of the country's creative ecosystem. The director said it took 3 years to make just one scene. This marriage of artistry and technology exemplifies the significant advancement of China's film industry. Shanghai-based Hongli Animation was involved in about a quarter of the production.
在入行的时候，都是看着迪士尼皮克斯的动画电影，这是我们入行的一个终极的一个梦想，因为我们能做到这样的程度。我相信在不断的努力过程当中，就是技术的积累，就海外的观众也能渐渐的能接受，就是中国文化、中国品质的一些动画电影。
Beyond theaters, the film's success has sent ripples through the tourism industry. Cities tied to Ne Zha's legend are racing to transform cinematic buzz into economic gains. Tourism platform Tongcheng reported a 5-fold spike in searches for Ne Zha-themed trips. In Sichuan's Yibin, home to ancient temples honoring the mythical hero, visitors flocked to newly launched attractions like the Dragon Palace experience and themed events, driving a 34% jump in hotel bookings in Cuiping District, Yibin.
前两天刚看完电影，就有一些感触，准备来看看。我发现这部电影其实打动人的是因为导演本身，是因为他花费了这个心思去做这个事，所以大家能够看到好的东西，才会愿意走进电影院去买单。
The movie has also driven a surge in merchandise sales, with blind boxes and action figures selling out online and in stores. At Pop Mart's Shanghai flagship, Ne Zha blind boxes sold out within 1 day. The company currently uses a pre-sale and home delivery model, and deliveries are already scheduled up until the end of June. Taobao sold more than 60,000 blind boxes at 69 yuan each before posting they were sold out.
动画的画质还有人物形象都特别喜欢，我也特别想买那个糖椒脸那个敖丙，但是也是没有货，预定了已经。
因为现在电影还在热映中，每天都有大量的消费者在看过电影之后来询问哪吒这个系列相关的产品。那我们也是积极的在调整生产计划，现在已经积极开启了预售，希望能够通过这种更多的电影的联名产品，然后去推动更多的年轻人喜欢中国的传统文化。
Ne Zha 2 is even drawing international attention. The film opens on February 13th in Australia, the United States, Japan, New Zealand, Canada, and Singapore. Advanced tickets are selling quickly. In the United Kingdom and France, some moviegoers are traveling abroad just to watch it. The movie has also garnered foreign media attention. And beyond its box office success, Ne Zha 2 signals a new phase in China's cinematic and cultural ambitions. From video games like Black Myth Wukong to films like Ne Zha 2, Chinese companies are reshaping the global cultural scene with a tech plus culture approach. This is not just the rise of an industry, but the beginning of a dialogue between civilizations. I spoke with Darren Borrowman, head of the film production department of the Shanghai Vancouver Film School, who has a keen interest in the movie. Darren, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So first of all, what factors do you think contributed most to the box office success of Ne Zha 2, both domestically and internationally?
Yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon, I think. Internationally, I think the movie has a good opportunity to reach a wide audience because it is a sequel. It was a very accessible entry into the story. It was done in the first movie in a really simple kind of way where we care about the characters, and it had very strong universal themes, ideas that anybody around the world can relate to about parents and their child, about a child who wants to fit in but doesn't feel like he does. So that's a really strong way to tell the story and to connect with audiences, no matter what language, no matter whether we know the backstory and the mythology or not.
What storytelling and animation elements stood out to you in Ne Zha 2 that might have helped elevate his appeal?
One of my favorite characters is going to be Bing. He seems like a character that's very well put together. You know, he's very noble. I want to love Ne Zha, but I always think he's a little bit of a brat, which I think is the idea, right? He's a demon. And so I want to love him, but I also kind of want to go, hey, settle down, be good, right? And so I think his friendship with Bing is, you know, for me, that's a really impressive friendship, and I'm glad that he can kind of be there to keep Ne Zha humble.
We know that the film draws heavily on Chinese mythology. And do you think Ne Zha 2 represents a shift in how Chinese culture and folklore are being presented on the global stage?
I hope so. I hope so. You know, I think that there's definitely an interest for Chinese mythology, Chinese folklore all around the world. I mean, you know, we've seen that in past movies, maybe not so much in animation, but certainly with past Chinese films, things like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and other sort of Chinese folklore-based films that are finding an audience. You know, I think all around the world there's people that are interested in this, and so I'm very hopeful for it.
Apart from the story, the animation has been widely praised. And how does the film advance the technical aspects of Chinese animation, and what does it mean for the industry?
Yeah, I think the technical side of a film like this, of course, with the collaboration of all of these different studios getting together to do well over 2,000 individual special effects shots with digital effects shots, you know, shows a strong collaboration. And so what that shows us is that not only do they have that collaboration and those skills, but also it starts to make those kinds of skills and that level and that quality of work becomes a lot more accessible for the studios. The people that have done it now can help and teach the people who will do it next, right? And so that's only going to grow with each new project, each new movie, each new Ne Zha sequel.
And what does the success of Ne Zha 2 mean for the future of Chinese cinema and its potential to thrive internationally?
You know, I think that's going to show that that the Chinese style of filmmaking, whether it's animation, whether it's live action, you know, there's a lot of stories here that I think people are going to be interested in the details and the specifics, especially when they can be presented in a way that people are going to understand the human values no matter where we are.